to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your reader, the Gemstar, and this is the weekly tea. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. For your own personal private readings with the Gemstar, visit our website at kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site in the description box below. Now, let's have a sip of the weekly tea together. Welcome back, everyone, to Kettle Messages Tarot, the weekly tea with your Oracle Reader, the Gemstar, here to spill the weekly tea for all of the Zodiac signs. We want to thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. Make sure to be subscribed, especially this week, guys. It is Happy Samhain, Happy Halloween, and of course, Creepers Carnival is coming through Kettle Messages Tarot and bringing us Halloween messages. So make sure you guys are tuned in, subscribed, so you won't miss the Halloween live readings. So let's tip the kettle for each and every zodiac sign, and let's see what messages we have this week ahead. May you have a spooktacular Halloween season, babes. Happy Samhain, happy Halloween, and happy birthday, Scorpios. My deep, dark, mysterious ones of the Zodiac. Okay, we're in there now. We apologize. The Gemstar is always having some type of technical difficulty. All right, Scorpios, the messages are starting to fly out this week ahead. Look, flying out, 8 of Wands. It is messages to and fro. So if you are waiting for a message, then this week you will be getting a reply. Okay, there's a lot of activities, a lot of travel this week. So you may have to, drop everything and run to attend something, run to take care of something, or answer an email, a text, a call right away. This is a week also, Scorpios, to have the facts and nothing but the facts, okay? This is not a week to speculate. This is not a week to assume, all right? Because you don't have all the answers. So get the receipts, do some investigating, my detectives of the Zodiac. Really look into situations and find out all the information you need. Get the details, get the facts. Don't listen to gossip or rumors this week, and don't speculate either. On the work front and the career front, there may be some issues and problems this week, Scorpios, as there's jealousy around you, okay? People are hating on your shine, hating on your work, hating on your success, trying to sabotage you on the work front. So it's important that you pay attention to your work this week. Put your head down and pay attention and do exactly what is expected of you, because all eyes are on you this week. There's a lot of speculation going on, a lot of gossip, a lot of rumors, a lot of pot stirring from jealous co-workers or jealous work partners this week ahead. This is a dark person, a very malicious person that has ill intent. It's like they may want to get you fired or get you in trouble or get you suspended or use you as a scapegoat, place some blame on you for something that goes wrong on the job front. So make sure that you are keeping record of everything you do this week. In love and romance, we see positive things happening in your love connection, Scorpios. This week ahead, there's a start of a new relationship, which puts a smile on your face and changes your energy, lifts you up, puts you in a positive mood. There's a lot of new beginnings happening for Scorpios this week ahead, especially when it comes to new relationships, friendships, new connections, new love, romance connections as well. Marriage is looking good. There's a lot of good news coming for the couples. If you're waiting on something, then this week you're going to be able to move forward as you're getting the information or the messages you need to hear. You may have given your partners ultimatums, and they're giving you their reply this week. Also, a lot of new connections, someone out of the blue. It's like love at first sight or connection at first sight, kindred spirits meeting, uniting, talking, making plans for a future date night. So love and romance is looking good this week. Knight of Clubs. Okay, so the stress, your stress levels are high this week, but it's because you want to wrap something up, you want to complete something, you want to get a job done. It's like you want to get something done and over with, Scorpio, so that you can move on to something new. Whether this is a relationship, whether this is a job, whether this is a project, something that you're working on, or something that you've been waiting on getting information so that you can just close a cycle, like sign a lease, sign a contract, sign a deal, sign, some legal documents this week. I feel the energy of needing to close a cycle, get something done, get something over with this week, especially if you're ending relationships and starting new ones, or if you're ending jobs or project or some type of contract or deal. There's been delays and obstacles in this area, but we see it clearing up this week, Scorpios, okay? We're loving this energy, this love energy coming through this week for your birthday, Scorpios. Don't do anything foolish and don't deal with clowns this week, okay? The pressure is on. The pressure is on this week, Scorpios. You may be on edge. You may be ready to take out the Scorpio stinger, but this is not a good week, okay, to take out that stinger. You need to be cool, calm, and collected in any situation that pops up this week, all right? It's like roll with the punches. Breathe in, breathe out. Patience, patience, patience. As things are coming through, things are clearing up, things are moving forward quickly now. You are going to be vindicated this week and proven right in a certain situation. So there's going to be someone here that's going to look like a fool, but it is not going to be you this week, Scorpio. You will not look like a fool. You will be graced under pressure. You're going to allow this week for everybody else to make fools of themselves while you stay cool, calm, and collected and close and complete cycles and projects and phases in your life successfully. This is a win week, but you gotta stay graceful under pressure. Allow everybody else to make a fool of themselves this week, Scorpio, as you will be proven right, okay, after a long wait, all right? After a long wait, you're going to be proven right. Let's get some final messages. Ooh, love. Okay, Scorpio, double confirmation. Love, love, love this week, all right? There is love in the air. A great time for commitment and taking relationships to the next level. As we said, you're done and over with something and you want to level up. You want to take something to the next level. And for some of you, it's definitely in the area of love and romance this week, as you finally commit to a new relationship, or you finally pop the question, or you finally just expose your deep emotions. You communicate your deep emotions to someone you love that you've been keeping these feelings on the wrap about. Okay, so it's time to let somebody know you love them, you want to be with them this week and take your relationships to the next level. Also, a good week to welcome in new connections and new relationships, and to mend, kiss, and make up in your committed relationships and heal them and take them to the next level. It's all about having great communication. It's a week to talk about your feelings, Scorpios. We know you like to keep them on the wraps, but this is a week where talking about what you're feeling and wearing your heart on your sleeve is going to bring you a win when it comes to love. Some advice from Spirit for Scorpios this week. Balance your life, Scorpios, this week on a scale and see what is weighing you down. Confirmation this week, you are cutting and releasing ties or closing up cycles, completing some type of project this week, bringing balance into your life, because this has been adding on stress, worry, concerns, sleepless nights. You're going to be having a nice long nap after, you close this up this week, Scorpios. This is a week of lightening up. It is your birthday and it is spooky season, so it's time to have fun. Do what is necessary to achieve balance this week, Scorpios. That has been your tea with your girl, the Gem Star. Until we sip tea again, be well, stay blessed up. Namaste and ciao. Happy birthday, Scorpios. Happy birthday. Saggies, my globetrotters of the Zodiac. Sagittarius, let's see what is going on for Saggies this week ahead. Make sure, Sagittarius, that you're subscribed to Kettle Messages Tarot, especially this week when we go live with the Halloween messages and we're lifting the veil. Yes. Okay, let's see. Let's tip Sagittarius's kettle and let's see what is Sagittarius's tea this week ahead, Saggies. What you're working with, what you're dealing with. You may be dealing with a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions. You may be dealing with water signs this week as well. You may be dealing with mothers, aunts, sisters, matriarchs, your own emotions, bringing balance to your emotions. But this week, you may be dealing with other females, sisters, aunts, wives, mothers, and they're bringing comfort, wisdom, empathy to a situation. Okay, so you may be having some difficulties and there's someone here to comfort you, to nurture you, to guide you, to advise you, to be an ear, to hear, to listen to you, to be a shoulder to cry on. There's something that's unexpectedly happening that may not be favorable. It may come out of the blue. It may happen at work, or unexpected bills, or something unexpectedly financially occurs and you need help and assistance. There's someone there to help you and assist you this week ahead. Someone else may be having a difficult time this week. Someone may lose their job, or someone may go on strike. Something may happen on the work front for someone, and they may need you to back them up, stand up for them, be a empathetic ear. Or you can be going through something difficult in your financial area, and there's someone here wanting to assist you and wanting to give you some good advice. You're feeling trapped in a situation. Some of you are feeling trapped in a romantic partnership or relationship, not knowing which way to go. A part of you, Sagittarius, wants to leave someone behind. you know, and you want to go to calmer waters. You've been having difficulties. There's been a lot of moodiness or highs and lows or emotional guilt trips or manipulation. Someone trying to keep you with them or keep you trapped in a situation or a relationship by means of guilt trips, by means of gaslighting, manipulation, by playing with your emotions, toying with your emotions. Let's look a little deeper into this, Saggies. We said it was kicking off very in your feelings. We're being given in your feelings vibes this week for Sagittarius, and someone is in their feelings because they're going through some difficulty. Part of you wants to move on from this. Part of you wants to stick around and help someone out and stick something out and see where something goes. But you're being advised by your intuition, by your higher self, to move on, to move forward, to release yourself, as this is a trap. This is keeping you in a place of stagnation, in a place of lower vibration, in a place where you are being manipulated by someone using, you know, guilt trips, someone nagging and complaining. And this is becoming too much. It's like somebody won't let something die, won't let something go. They just go on and on and on and on about it, Sagittarius. And you are at your wit's end. Okay? It's like, do I continue to listen to this person, complain, or do I cut this person out? Make sure you're not that person, you know, complaining. Because whoever's whining and complaining, this is isolating them, pushing people away, making people want to cut them out, release them, move on from them. Someone is afraid that you leave them behind. And they feel it because we can see it, Saggies. We can clearly see it here in your weekend tea that you just want to break and release yourself from someone that is just doing the most, too much. And emotionally is draining. An emotional vampire here is draining you. And they already know. They can see it. They can feel it. You're giving off that energy, even in your reading, that you want to move on. You just don't want to hear it anymore. You don't want to deal with it anymore. Okay? You've been keeping quiet about this. You've been keeping quiet about it. Like, you've been putting up with this. You've been sitting there and listening to someone go on and on about whatever. And this is driving you mad, crazy. You know, a part of you feels sorry, feels empathetic. But another part of you is like, you know what? Do something about your problem. Stop complaining. Stop whining. Stop whining and complaining and do something about your situation. Don't expect me to always be here, to always defend you, to always save the day, to stick around, because it's draining. And it looks like you're gonna speak up because you've been keeping silent for a while. Whether this is in a romantic relationship where someone has just become a burden, a drain, an inconvenience, instead of someone that, you know, you want to go home to, or at work where someone is constantly bitching, whining, and complaining about their job, but they don't do anything about it. They don't improve their situation. They don't look to improve themselves, or, you know, they don't just get up and quit and find another job or retire. Oh, there's your message. There's your extra message. Personal riches. Small successes are likely now. So you're going to have a small success here this week when you cut yourself free from a whiner, complainer, energy vampire person. Your finances could improve dramatically this week, Saggies, but avoid any get-rich-quick schemes, okay? Avoid any get-rich-quick schemes this week ahead. A final message. Oh, only release can give you peace this week, Saggies. Only release can give you peace. This is total confirmation of your weekend tea. You just want peace. Peace and quiet. Peace of mind. You're tired, okay, of the nagging Nancys, the Karens, the people, the energy vampires, the whiners, the complainers. You know, Saggies, you are a doer, a maker, a shaker. And someone always pouting, crying, whining, complaining is very annoying and irritating to you. So it's a time of release in order to gain your peace. It's time to speak up and say no mas this week, Saggies. There is something that you need to let go of this week, Saggies. When you release the old to make room for the new, you welcome in peace. In every situation, let your goal be peace. You've been trying to be the peaceful one here, the peacemaker, but someone just continues to pot stir, and you will need to put an end to this week. Through this practice of practicing peace each day, you will make a way for a smooth and easy journey this week. Woohoo! That's it, Saggies. Release is going to give you peace. Money is looking good this week, but avoid get-rich-quick schemes and cut yourselves out from someone who is draining you with their whining and their complaining. That has been your weekly tea. Ciao, Saggies. Welcome, my little goats, to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your reader, the gem star, here to tip Capricorn's kettle and spill Capricorn's weekly tea. All right, my little goats, let's see what messages we have this week for Cappies, my little goats. Make sure to be subscribed, Capricorns, as we will go live this week, lifting the veil on Halloween messages. That is going to be a special live, so make sure you have your notification bells on and you are subscribed. Let's see. This week, for Saggies. Saggies, it's a week to focus on your health. Visit your doctors this week. There may be hospital visits or surgery this week. Take care of your cholesterol, your blood pressure. You may be having heart exams this week. Or there's a need to release stress and anxiety this week, Capricorns. Someone, if you have panic attacks or are very delicate in your health, you know, there's a possibility of stroke or panic attack or anxiety attack this week because someone is driving you to it by verbal abuse or physical abuse. It's like this week you got to take care of yourselves and stay away from negative, abusive people. Bullies, narcissists, people that will put you down verbally or try to hurt you physically. You may even need to call the police on someone because they verbally attack you or they physically attack you. Okay? You may be taking someone to court for attacking you. So there's a need to be careful this week when you're out and about, or be careful around abusive and aggressive people, as there's a situation that may escalate. And don't allow others to poke the bear this week, okay? Poke the goat. and try to goad you into an argument or a confrontation this week, Capricorns, as it can get very ugly and somebody will need to be bailed out. Someone that is close to you or that you know can get into a fight this week and be calling you to bail them out, Capricorns. And the first message still is valid, that you need to go to the doctors, keep your appointments this week, or get your physical checkups this week, get your blood tests done this week, as there's some cholesterol or heart condition that needs to be looked into for some Capricorns, or there may be some surgery to schedule for some Capricorns this week. You may be, taking grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, a sibling, a relative, a friend, taking them to the doctor. Also, you're being advised to go to the doctor because you are stressed out, little goats. There is money coming your way. Money is looking good. So this is a week to plan for savings, plan for your retirement. Put some money away in your nest egg if you get extra money this week, or you make extra money on your side hustle or some side business or some overtime. But some unexpected financial gain is coming your way. So consider a budget. Watch your spending this week, Capricorns. As money come in, money's going out. So it's important that, yes, you pamper yourself, you spend some money on yourself, but you also save this week. There is some bad news. Bad news. Somebody is in a situation this week, Capricorns, where they need to be bailed out. There can be somebody in jail or going to jail this week because they attacked someone, or they were in a confrontation, or they were just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and they got swept up with the bad hombres, okay? And they need to be bailed out. They need an attorney, a lawyer, a counselor, and you're the one they calling. You're the one they calling. Again, a financial situation that was difficult or delayed for you starts to come through. There's a lot of positive changes, Capricorn, when it comes to money this week. All right. So this is getting a new job, doing overtime, doing your side hustles, doing your side business, becoming entrepreneurs. The negative things that were happening are about to change, especially financially. There's some unexpected changes. As money comes in, though, money is going to be going out. So try to save as much as you can. In the near future, there may be an unexpected expense coming up. So you're being advised that this week you save money for a rainy day, as you or someone else will be needing help in the near future. And this can be due to some bad behavior, or hanging out with the wrong crowd, or, allowing themselves to get into a confrontation or an argument. Let this not be you. Let's get some final messages for my little goats this week for your weekly tea. The future, there may be travel, or you may host someone who is traveling towards you from overseas. Either way, there's going to be great social fun. There's a lot of socializing this week. Going to visit someone, going on vacation, Capricorns, or traveling to going to see someone, or you guys are having some guests from abroad visiting you this week, and you're going to be playing hostess with the mostest. Okay, so you're doing some entertaining this week, so that's an expense, because someone unexpectedly may come through to visit you, and you are wanting to be hostess with the mostest, so you may be going out shopping, and that is going to be some unexpected expense coming up. This is a week for transformation. You are undergoing a great transformation in your life right now, Capricorn. So flow with the changes. They will take you to a better place. Definitely. There are some changes going on. Some of you are separating and getting away from toxic relationships, codependent relationships, or abusive connections this week, which leads to a transformation within you as you stand up for yourselves and you hoof somebody off the mountain. Your future is looking good as there is a lot of money and travel coming your way. But make sure to save for a rainy day or for unexpected expenses. Your health is a priority this week, or should be a priority, especially your physical, mental, financial health, Capricorns. Anybody toxic, abusive, aggressive must be cut out of your life, even if that means you have to phone the police. That has been your weekly tea, Capricorns. Until we sip tea again, be well and stay blessed. Ciao, my little goats. Aquarius. Welcome, Aquarius, to your weekly tea with your Rita the Gemstar. Aquarius, make sure you are subscribed and you have your notification bells on, as we will lift the veil for Halloween. Yes, we will be bringing live Halloween messages. So make sure that this week you are subscribed and that you have your notification bells on. Okay, Aquarius, let's tip your kettle and let's spill your weekly tea. Let's see what is going on this week ahead for Aquarius. There you are, King of Swords. That's your energy. Air. Bringing justice into your own life this week, Aquarius. You may be dealing with earth signs this week, Taurus, Virgos, Capricorns, or you may be dealing with fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius this week. Someone here is the bearer of bad news, okay? Someone is bringing in some trouble, some bad news your way. This could be a family member bringing you or telling you something that is not to your liking, Aquarius. And you are about to end a relationship, a friendship, a connection with someone. You are about to block someone. You are about to cut someone out of your life. Draw the line in the sand. Put boundaries with them. Because every time they come around, all they bring with them is misery and despair. Or someone may bring you bad news. And that news allows you to prepare yourselves, to defend yourselves, to draw a line in the sand with someone or something, to put an end to something this week. Someone here is making you feel uncomfortable with what they are saying. Okay, so someone is telling you, some bad news that someone is giving you this week ahead is not sitting right with you, Aquarius. And it's something that you're going to need to look into. All right? This is like realizing that there's someone in your life that you got to stay away from because they're problematic, they bring drama, they spread gossip, or they make up lies and stories, or they're just always creating chaos or drama. But there is a situation or a connection or relationship or friendship that you need to escape from, because this person, every time they come around, feel those gut feelings, Aquarius. Listen to your intuition this week. When every time someone comes around, your stomach starts turning, you start feeling sick every time this person comes around. They are drama, toxic, toxic, toxic. They make you feel sick every time they come around. They make you feel uncomfortable, uneasy. They make you want to get away from them. And that's your intuition telling you to get away from this person. Be the mature one. You're dealing with someone very immature, someone who just wants to cause chaos and trouble everywhere they go. And you are advised to seek the truth, stand up for the truth, look into something deeper. Don't go by what somebody is saying. Look at how somebody is acting. You need to be the mature one, the responsible one here, while someone is acting a fool, getting into problems or causing problems. You don't need that right now. This week, we see a lot of praise and recognition and good things coming to you. You are in the spotlight, the limelight, and someone could be trying to rain on your parade, trying to rain on your success, trying to, be a naysayer in your good fortune or during a successful time for you. It's like someone is trying to project their fear onto you, and you are being asked to free and release yourselves from that during this time. Escape. Some of you feel like this person is not even on planet Earth. You're like, what is this person talking about? This person seems so alien to me. I don't even know this person. This could be a family member, a friend, a lover that you see acting weird, bizarre, different, really negative, really hateful. And you're like, I don't even know this person. What is going on right now? You're like, it's time to free myself. Because this person is acting weird. They're probably on drugs or off their meds or need to get on some meds. Somebody is acting really trashy right now and you need to get away from them. Be the responsible one and break free. There is money, okay? You are in the limelight this week, Aquarius. You are making money this week. People are recognizing your hard work, singing, just singing your praise right now. And you're under a very lucky star. There may be small successes at this time, but big successes await you in the future as you cut free from people that will only hold you back, people that talk you out of what you want to do because they want to see you fail. They don't want to see you succeed. And when you succeed, they're the first ones to point out what can go wrong. Okay? Woo-hoo. Aquarius, no. You don't have no time for that this week. It's time to put your focus on you. Okay. Positivity. Positiveness for Aquarius is the message this week. Positive thoughts create a positive future. It is very important that you maintain an unbending positive attitude this week. Great rewards follow. Confirmation cards don't lie. Tea don't lie. Spirit don't lie. Okay, someone here is a naysayer, being negative, wanting to rain on your parade, is pointing out everything that can go wrong. You are being asked to focus on everything that can go right. Focus on what is going right now. Focus on all the things that can go right in the future if you just stick to your plan and move forward. And keep your thoughts positive. Don't let this negativity that's coming through here be yours. Fear over poverty, like poverty fear. That energy of it'll never succeed, it'll never fail, it'll only fail. Don't focus on failure. Don't focus on the negative. It's focus on the positive. It sounds, hooey wooey pooey, but there's a lot to be said for the law of positive attraction. You feel positive, you think positive, you take positive steps, and you welcome the universe in bringing more positivity into your life, especially if you're hanging around the bad crowd or naysayers or people who don't want the best for you at this time. Cut them out, escape. And if it is your own dark thoughts that you must escape from, do it this week. That has been your weekly tea, Aquarius. Until we sip tea again, be well, stay blessed, namaste, and ciao. Pisces, my little fishies. Welcome, Pisces, to Kettle Messages Tarot, the weekly tea with your reader, the Gem Star. Here to spill this week's tea with the little fishies. Let's see what is going on for Pisces this week. Pisces, be subscribed. Have those notification bells on this week as we will go live with a special Halloween message. We are lifting the veil for Halloween. We don't want you to miss it. So have your notification bells on and be subscribed. Let's spill the tea this week for Pisces. Pisces. Let's see what's going on with the little fishes. Oh, Pisces, is 3 a crowd? Or are you working well with others this week? Okay, so 3 is a crowd, little fishes, and you don't do lovers triangles. You don't do with, the third wheel. So everybody's going to have to find something else to do when you're spending time with a special friend or a special love interest this week. Pisces, some of you have recently started or are about to enter a new relationship. And there is someone, your bestie or an ex, that always is clinging, wanting to know everything that's going on in your relationships and your connections, or always wanting to hang out with you and your partner. If you are starting a new relationship, there is no space or time for third wheels. So you're going to have to let some people down kindly and lightly this week, as you have plans with a special love interest or a special friend, or you're just doing something for you this week and you don't want your lover there, your ex there, your friend there, your cousin there. You don't want a third wheel hanging around. Others of you are releasing relationships, friendships, and connections that lack commitment, that lack staying power, that you don't see a future in. You rather enter a new relationship than waste your time in a relationship or friendship that has no promise for the future. There is someone very, very jealous of a new relationship or friend that you have made recently, Pisces. So this person will try to cling to you as hard as they can. All right? But if you allow this person to hang around, they only bring misfortune, problems, and loss. Okay? Someone that's always hanging around you and a love partner, or you and a special friend, is, trying to break you up with that person, trying to drive a wedge, trying to get your attention solely on them. You may be dealing with fire signs this week, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You also may be dealing with earth signs, Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns. Someone here is very clingy, Pisces, doesn't want to let you go. It's like their shadow. They're your shadow. They have shadow energy. And so you must free yourself from this person this week, as they only bring drama and problems on the work front or in your friendships, in your relationships, because they're always hanging around, clinging. They don't want to let you go. They think you belong to them. They want your attention. Oof, you've had a lot of patience with this person, Pisces. It's like you feel sorry for this person. Maybe this person doesn't have a love partner, or doesn't have friends or many friends, or is a loner, or they're always, something drama is always happening to them. You as an empathetic sign, you as a loving, kind, nurturing sign, as a water sign, you feel sorry for this person, you feel compassion, you feel empathy for this person, you've had a lot of patience with this person. But this week, when you're introducing new friendships or new love partners or just new experiences into your life, it is your experience that you must go through and experience on your own, without this third party, without this third wheel. This person can't always expect you to drop everything for them just because they're going through something. Because they're going through something all the time, Pisces. Okay? They're always going through something. And it's always an emergency. It's always critical. You know? It's, oh my God, this is life or death, Pisces. Life or death. And you're like, no. You're going to have to grow up and deal with certain things on your own. Yeah, this person is always trying to fit in. Trying to fit in. Some way, somehow into your life. Always trying to make themselves relevant in your life. Okay? Or because you want to be a good friend, a good brother, a good sister, a good lover, a good partner. Just because you want to be seen as the good person, the kind person, the loving, the empathetic one, the one to come to in a time of need, doesn't mean that you get to be the garbage can, the garbage disposal, the wet rag where someone is always crying to you. You are risking your own happiness for someone who enjoys misery. Okay? They love this misery because it is the only attention that they can gain from others. This is the way they get the attention from others. Okay, Pisces? Always crying wolf. Always, I'm so weak, I'm so needy. Pisces, this person needs to grow up. You've been patient enough. You are missing out on living your own life because you are always trying to be somebody's savior. This is a week to look out for yourself. There's a lot of wealth coming your way. You can be moving up the ladder of success, becoming managers, getting raises, bonuses, promotions, getting a pat on the back, getting your flowers, getting recognition this week, finding ways to make money. But if you're, constantly having to run and save somebody, then your business takes a hit because there's less attention and less focus on it. Your relationships take a hit. Your own personal things fall to the wayside because you have to run and take care of someone else. And while your things pile up and your things get delayed, someone here is just sucking up your money, your attention, your energy, your resources. It's time to nurture yourself. It's a week to spend time out in nature, Pisces. Interact with nature. Spend more time outdoors around animals, farmland, or by the ocean, which is your element. Take a lot of sea salt baths to release yourself from lower energies. All right, this is a time to go swimming, to spend time by the ocean, by the river, by the lake, by any body of water, or to do your herbal bath and your sea salt baths this week. This will be good for your soul and for healing and lifting your energy. There's, someone here, that shadow energy that you're absorbing, all that depression, all that misery, all that negativity, all that drama, all that lower vibrational energy. You are soaking it up Every time you spend time with miserable people, with your good energy, when you leave them, you become the Debbie Downer, the miserable one, and they're happy. You see good things happen to them. You see them happy all of a sudden. You know, 1 minute they had an emergency. It was life or death. And as soon as you came in, they feed off your energy vampires, and now they're happy and you're miserable. Don't do it to yourself this week. Don't do it to yourself. Boundaries. Shield yourselves. Call back your power this week. Oh, patience again. Oh, you cannot make this up. Double patience, Pisces. Double patience. Involve yourself in the action and not in the outcome. All your efforts will bear fruit at the perfect time. Have patience. You are being advised to break free from someone. You haven't broken free from this person or this situation, afraid that this person may harm themselves or harm yourself, harm you or harm themselves. You are being advised to break free. It is the action that is important at this time. For your own sanity, for your own safety, you need to break free from this situation and don't worry about what happens next. That is your advice this week. Don't allow people to lay guilt trips on you, to feed off of you, while you suffer in silence, Pisces. Don't do it this week. That has been your weekly tea. Until we sip tea again, be well, stay blessed. Namaste and ciao, little fishes. Aries, my little rams. Aries, welcome to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle reader, the Gem Star, here to spill this week's tea with Aries. All right, Aries, my little rams. Let's see what is going on. Let's tip the kettle for Aries and let's see what is the little ram's tea. Aries, this week we are reminding everyone to be subscribed and to have their notification bells on, because there will be a lifting of the veil for Halloween. You guessed it, it's spooky week, and we are doing a special live for Halloween messages. So make sure that you are subscribed and you have your notification bells on. So this week, there's a need to pay attention to your budget. Take responsibility for your spending and pay your debts this week, Aries. This is another week where you need to pay your debts or focus on your investments or become more financially responsible for your money and find a budget. Start budgeting. Become more responsible with your money and your spending habits and get yourself out of debt this week. Also, there's some relationship issues occurring due to jealousy, misunderstandings, or poor communication. You may be having confrontation and arguments with your roommates this week ahead, Aries, or with your partners, with your hubbies, your wives, or whoever you cohabitate with because of spending. This is another week. Didn't you deal with this last week, Aries? Come on. Listen to the advice in your weekly tea when it says to make people pay what they owe you. Balance your checkbooks this week. There is someone in the household that may be putting all the financial burden on you, or you are the sole breadwinner in the household, and people are spending like money grows on trees, okay? And for you, you are wanting to create a budget this week, cut back on spending. And someone likes partying, someone likes spending your money, running up those credit card bills, making big purchases with your money, Aries. Or you need to cut back on the spending. It's time to simplify, to minimize, to cut back on spending. Or to speak to a partner or one of your children about how they are spending your hard-earned money. Because here you are providing. 6 of Pentacles. You are providing to those that depend on you. But when those that depend on you take advantage of you financially, then you start to tighten the purse strings. Then you start to cut back on what you are giving. Cutting back on allowances, cutting back on petty cash, cutting back on spending. And for someone, this may be trivial to them, but it's because it's not coming out of their pocket. All right, someone is trying to make light of the situation. You are very upset about how somebody is misspending money. And they're treating this like a joke. Like, oh, come on, Aries. You make good money. You make a lot of money. Stop complaining. Give me the money. Okay, you're going to make the money back. Why you? No, you want to spend. They want to spend and you want to save. And if you are the sole provider, then you have the final say. And they are becoming now a burden financially. Either they got to go get a job, or they got to cut back spending, or they have to take back some purchases that they made. Okay? Somebody's acting real entitled to your money. And you are like, hell to the no. Oh, hell to the no. Okay? Or if someone is providing for you, Aries, and you've been spending too much or asking too much financially from them, then they're drawing the line in the sand this week and telling you that you won't be getting any more money from them, or you're going to be getting less money from them because you are becoming a burden. Or this is the message you're going to be relaying to someone who you provide for, or who's taking advantage of you financially, Aries. It's money week. 6 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Someone is messing with your security. Someone is messing with your financial stability. And you are not having it. Jealous. They're jealous. Okay? Watch who you trust with your personal secrets this week, Aries, and your plans. If you're coming into some money, Aries, keep it to yourself, because that confirms the message that just came through. That somebody is saying, ooh, Aries, you got the money. So you gonna give me the money, or you gonna spend the money on me. So it's best that if you're coming into some money this week, you keep it to yourself. Spend some time outdoors, reconnect with nature, replenish yourself by drinking plenty of water this week, staying healthy, eating healthy food, organic food, natural foods this week. It's a good time for cleansing yourselves, okay? Having a cleanse or doing intermediate fasting. Aries, we recommend that this week. Stay away from jealous people. Keep your personal successes and wins to yourself this week. Don't allow your personal business and secrets to come out there through somebody who is jealous. Don't be surprised if somebody holds something over your head this week and tries to blackmail you financially or emotionally. Like, well, Aries, if you don't pay up, then remember what you told me? Somebody's playing dirty this week, Aries. Somebody's acting real entitled, holding something over your head, trying to manipulate you, trying to hold something over you. And whew, you are being asked to release. Hallelujah. Confirmation. Release, Aries. This is a time to release jealous people and free yourself from your own jealousy. The green-eyed monster is friend to nobody. It will take you down with the ship into the deep, dark oceans. And even though you are fishy and you love the ocean, this is a time for you to free yourself from negative people, negative situations, places, people, and things. There is something you need to let go of this week. When you release the old, you make room for the new. Aries, we just mentioned a Pisces. You may be freeing yourselves from a Pisces or something that has been under wraps, something that has been kept secret, deep, dark in the depths of the ocean is coming out this week. Somebody's jealousy may be exposed this week. Somebody's greed will be exposed this week. Somebody who has been gossiping about you is going to be exposed this week. You have great success in finances and you need to keep that to yourself. Also, you got to hold people accountable when they are spending your money and thinking that this is a game, when it is clearly not a game to you, Aries. Ooh. Aries, you may be dealing with a Pisces strongly, or because we just wrapped up on Pisces, you may need to check out Pisces reading as well. But you're dealing with a very delicate emotional situation this week, financial situation this week that's, gonna get you out of your emotions. And that's why you're being asked to have some patience this week as you are feeling overburdened by something or someone, and you are being asked to find a way to break free. That has been your weekly tea. Ciao, my little rams. Taurus, my little bulls. Welcome, Taurus, to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle reader, the gem star, here to spill, of course, the weekly tea. Yes, my little bulls. We're telling everybody, giving everybody the message that this is spooky week, right? Happy Halloween. And we will be going live this week with a Halloween message. We ask you to have your notification bells on and to be subscribed so you won't miss out on the live this week ahead. All right, this week, you begin the week, Taurus. Very stressful, dealing with a bad situation, dealing with some bad news on the job front, or you got some fear and stress about a person, place, thing, situation at this time. You have been up at night crying. Someone has caused something hurtful, okay? A truth exposed. You saw something, you heard something, something was done to you. Very hurtful, very painful. You are dealing with this week. You are reacting to this, but reacting very stressfully, full of anxiety, full of worry, fear, and doubt. You have to free yourself from that energy. Trust your intuition. Okay, so you're trusting your intuition, or you have to trust your intuition this week, Taurus, as you are suspicious about something or someone. And if you look, you will find. If you go digging, you will find. But you need to trust your intuition because you are already seeing some red flags. And so your inner guide is telling you, hey, Taurus, look a little deeper into this contract, to this agreement, to this friendship, to this relationship, to this person, to this situation, and trust yourself, okay? There's something going on that you don't know that's going on negatively, that's going on in a job, a friendship, a relationship. It's been causing you stress. Energetically, you've been feeling something off, something going on, something shady, like something is about to drop. The shoe is about to drop. Something is about to come out. You are going to be hurt by it, or you're going to be shocked, surprised by it. It's going to affect you negatively. But you need to find out. You need to know, okay? Because it's for your own good. When you know what's been going on behind your back, you can do something about it. You can stand up for yourself. You can free yourself and allow yourself to move forward. You know, worn soldiers don't go into battle. Choose your battles wisely. Choose your battles wisely. When something is clearly out of your control, as much as it hurts, walk away. Walk away. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of confusion, fogginess, options, not knowing which way to go, people playing mind games, people trying to confuse you, people trying to get you off the scent. You know something is going on, and you will not be tricked, not be fooled, not be deceived. You will investigate. You will go find out. But they will try to confuse you. There will be a lot of stories, a lot of gossips, a lot of different tales, a lot of holes in people's story. You know there's going to be something off about what someone is saying or doing. You know there's more to the story. You know that there is more going on. You will not be confused. You will not be fooled. You will stand up for yourselves this week, Taurus. Oof. Ooh, Taurus. Ooh. Yes, Taurus. This person, they've pretended all this time that they were your friends, that they were bringing you the truth and nothing but the truth. But everything that they've been telling you is a lie. They've been trying to pull the wool over your eye, or they've been doing this for some time now with their lies, with their with their stories. Hold on. Oh, this weekly tea, Taurus, is very hot for Taurus, because I see that Taurus has been putting up with an injustice for some time now. You know that there's been something that has been off about a friend. Now, this friend, okay, you thought that you can count on them, but you cannot, because they have been talking behind your back. They have been stabbing you behind your back. This friend could have cheated with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, all right? This person could have this friend, so-called friend, this frenemy here, this enemy, because that's what they are. I don't see no friendship in someone sleeping with your man, sleeping with your woman, destroying your reputation at the work front so that they can get your job and you can get fired. All right, spreading malicious lies and gossip about you so that possible love interests can get away from you, causing problems between your friends, your family, your relatives, really doing you dirty behind your back, taking what you've told them in confidence and in secret and using it to stab you behind your back. They've been telling you lies, confusing you. You've been going to them, asking them about something or someone, and they've been telling you complete falsity. If you've been wanting to know if somebody's been interested in you, then the answer is yes. But when you go to this friend says, oh, hell no, they're not interested in you. They're not attracted to you. They talk garbage about you. They think you ugly, you fat, you stupid, you broke. They are lying straight up to your face. Oh no, you are going to see somebody's masks fall off. Oh, I can't wait to see what your Halloween message is going to be, little balls, because you are clearly ripping somebody's mask off their face this week. Oh, yes. This is a one-sided friendship. You have always been there for them. You have always kept their secrets. You have always been their ride or die. And they have been using everything, okay, all your vulnerability against you, playing on your emotions, playing on your love for them, playing on your loyalty for them, playing on your feelings for them. Love, a partner, a friend, a family member. You know who this is because your intuition already is telling you who it is. You already see the red flags. You already know that something ain't right. You already can see that you are always there for somebody, but when you need them, they're never to be found. You know where they're to be found? Hanging out with your boyfriend or girlfriend. You know where they're to be found? Hanging out with your friends, making them their friends. You know where they at? Doing their own thing or sitting at home, watching Netflix while you're in need. Oh, yeah. But what they don't know, Taurus, is that a stranger is about to change your life. And that stranger may be yours truly, your Oracle Reader, the Gem Star, bringing you this hot tea. I am bringing you this hot tea from Spirit, from your kettle. I may be that stranger that is changing your life right now, ripping that mask off your enemy. And a new friend you make this week will put you on to someone who has been calling themselves your friend for a long time. Don't be surprised that if you make a new friend, that this person who's been gossiping about you, doing you dirty, acting like they've been your bestie all this time, will bring you back news of this fake bestie of yours. And say, you know, Taurus, your best friend, who you think is your best friend, you know what they told me about you? Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised that that happens this week ahead. I think that you should check out on somebody who calls themselves your best friend, or a partner who says that they are not cheating on you, that, you know, you are just making it up in your head, that you are just jealous and insecure. No, they know you onto them. If this is the lover, they know you are onto them, okay? And somebody new that comes into your life will probably let you know, like, oh, you know your man, your woman hit on me? Or you know, I saw your partner. That's your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You know, I've seen them somewhere. I've seen them with somebody else doing this, that, and the third. Allow yourselves to get excited about life this week, Taurus. Share your ideas with others. Enthusiasm sparks your interest. So you and a newcomer, okay, is going to stir some new excitement back into your life. You're going to meet a kindred spirit, a like-minded person, a person just like you, Taurus, this week, who doesn't like the BS that is going on, that doesn't like people doing dirty, playing game, gaslighting, confusing people, playing with people. There's someone here that is as loyal as you, as trustworthy as you, as ride or die as you, coming through this week to help you rip masks off of people's faces, find out the truth about something or someone that has been under wraps, deep, dark, in the darkest depths of the ocean. It's coming out this week. Exciting times and plenty of action for Taurus this week. Plus, a special family reunion looks likely. Oh yeah, baby. Taurus, if you are having some family reunions this week, don't be surprised that the ugly is going to come out of someone this week. And you are going to have to stand your ground and speak your truth. But don't worry, you're going to have somebody backing you up. That has been your weekly tea, Taurus, on Kettle Messages Tarot from Spirit and the Gem Star. Thank you for tuning in. And until we sip tea again, ciao, little bulls. Geminis, my fabulous twins. You know how I love my fabulous twins. All right. Let's see what is going on for Geminis this week ahead. Woo! Is the tea hot this week, or is it hot? Indeed it is. Indeed it is. For all of the zodiac signs this week. My, the tea is spilling. And that is because, you know, we are in spooky week, right? So make sure to be subscribed and have your notification bells on, as we are going to have a live Halloween message for all of the zodiac signs. So have your notification bells on. And the veil is very thin and truths are being exposed this week. So let's see what the Gemini Kettle tea is all about. All right. There is going to be a need to travel this week or in the near future. There's some traveling coming up for Geminis this week. Yes, let's continue. We're going to accept it. We're going to accept it. Now for Geminis, there may be a social event occurring. You may be going to a masquerade ball or a Halloween party or a Halloween parade, or you're just going to throw your own Halloween party or attend a Halloween gig. But for you guys, you are traveling during this Samhain season, this Halloween season, this Halloween week. And you are reuniting and connecting with others this week. There may be some unexpected visitors coming through. As we said, you may be throwing your own party this week. Others of you may be traveling and attending events, birthday parties, masquerade balls, Halloween parties. But you are the communicators of the zodiac. You are always on the go, to and fro. Just like that fiery element, the air element is always flowing as well. And we see a nice breeze, right, coming through your reading this week, taking you traveling and visiting people, and people are coming towards you, visiting you. Also, we see this week that there's something important on the business front. Okay, you need to get some handle on your finances, or put your finances in order this week, so that you can be looking out for your stability and your prosperity. So this is, you know, investing, setting up retirement funds, having a nest egg, or taking on extra work, extra jobs, becoming entrepreneurs, having side gigs. But this is where you are looking for different avenues of money, income flow. All right, so you may be dabbling your fingers in many pots this week, as you are looking for several different ways to make money. And will you be making money? Yes, yes, yes. Because you're trying to get your finances in order. There may have been a lot of expenses. You know, everything nowadays in the economy is on the rise. Health insurance, rent, mortgages, leases, health, everything is on the rise. So you may be looking for ways to make more money. Maybe you're looking for a new job. Maybe you're looking to take on a second job. Maybe you're just starting your side gigs, your side hustles, and making money that way. But this is a money making week, as you are moving away from the past obstacles and situations. You may have been moving away from past toxic relationships where there was third party interference, or there was a lack of commitment. So I see that Geminis, you are starting new beginnings, or you're starting new things this week as you recently closed cycles with certain people, places, things, and situations. Or you are doing the final wrapping up this week as you say farewell to burdens, unnecessary burdens, obstacles, delays, stagnation. This is a refocus on your priorities, on your stability, on your future prosperity. There are also romantic connections being made with someone that you meet at a party or during your travels. So we see some new love coming through this week for my fabulous twins. Also releasing lovers triangles or connections where people made you feel like a third wheel, didn't give you your place in their life. And now you're going with the flow. You're not fighting the flow. So we see that Geminis, hey, if something has to go, it has to go. You're going with the flow. If a job has to end, it has to end. If a relationship has to end, it has to end. If a bad habit, you need to put it in check and put an end to that, then that's what you're doing. If you're putting an end to excessive spending, then that is what you're doing. Whatever has to leave, whatever needs to be released, is being released at this time. But as a Gemini will do, it will not stand in the way of itself. It will allow itself for situation, people, and places and things that doesn't serve Gemini to be cut out of Gemini's life. There has been someone obsessed with you, stalking you online or around your neighborhood, around your job, just relentlessly stalking you. There's some parasite here, some mooch being exposed, someone trying to get a free ride off of your hard work, off of your energy vampires. You're dealing with very parasitic people, places, and things that you are moving away from. You are leaving behind. The veil is being lifted. People are being exposed for what they truly are this week, Geminis, and you have no problem cutting them out. If you are obsessed with Geminis, then Geminis say, why are you obsessed with me? And if you're stalking, hunting them down, then get ready for some cease and desist action from the Geminis this week as they put an end to this. Okay, if you have to get legally reported, that's what Gemini is doing. But Gemini is cutting out of their life parasites, mooches, people that are trying to get a free ride, people that are manipulative, okay, people that are narcissistic, people that are gaslighting, people that are energy vampires, people that are a burden on you, on your spirit, on your life. You are freeing yourselves. You know, Four of Pentacles, holding on tightly to something, but you are not holding on anymore. You are just going with the flow. You are not going against the tide. Whatever is not working for you, you are willing to do an about face or go in a different direction. Let's get some final messages for the fabulous twins as Geminis are breaking free from toxic people, places, and things, okay? Getting rid of those parasites. Oh yeah, you know how those parasites will drain you. They latch onto you. They feed off of you. Somebody here is trying to feed off of your energy. Feed off of you. So shield yourselves this week. Cleanse yourselves. Put on your protective shields. Okay? Put on the mighty shield of Archangel Michael and lift that sword and cut the cords. with those people that cling to you, that feed off of you, those energy vampires, those gaslighters, those narcissists, those groupies, those people that are obsessed with watching you, keeping tabs on you. Like, get your life, Gemini says. Gemini says, for those people trying to feed off of them, to get your life. Because Gemini is walking out, walking away. Bye. You have taken all you gonna take, Gemini says. When Gemini takes the sword and draws the line in the sand, there is no coming back from that. Gemini says, you have taken enough, but you will take no more. I promise you that. I promise you that. You better believe it. Follow your intuition, Geminis. Woo-hoo. Follow that intuition, Geminis. It cannot fail you, okay? You know what's up. You know when somebody's a parasite. You know when somebody's trying to use you, take advantage of you, trying to, suck the life out of you, trying to leech off of you, try to mooch off of you, trying to keep you stagnant, trying to keep you there, okay? You know when to break free, Geminis. You know when to break free. This week, trust your intuition. And when it says, let go, go with the flow, drop the burden, okay? Realize that somebody here is the third wheel. They are latching off of you. They are feeding off of you, or they want to feed off of you. They don't commit to you. They don't show up for you. But look, they want to feed off of you, okay? You can't feed off of them, but they want to feed off of you. And you are done and over with this. Done and over with it. Why you so obsessed with Gemini? They want to know why you just don't get your life. Right, Geminis? Get your life, Gemini says, because Gemini is focused on theirs. Gemini, you are focused on change, on learning new skills, on changing your job, your career, your life, your lifestyle, your relationships. This is a time to level up, to free yourselves from those users, abusers, losers, parasites. This is a great time to invest in yourself, and invest in your education, invest in your growth, invest in a new skill, or invest in the skills you have, the talents you have to change your life. Create change in your career. Create change when it comes to finance and money. You have every skill, every talent, every ability to change your life at this time. By changing your career and making money for yourself. Something says, change your career, change your life. Follow your abilities, your talents, and your gifts. Follow them, nurture them, follow them where they take you. This is a week of acceptance as you are authentic to yourself. As you bring your skills, your talents, your knowledge, your wisdom, all you know to the forefront as the magician would in the tarot. You know that's a Gemini card. I feel the magician energy here. Transforming your life. Alchemy. By accepting yourself exactly as you are, Geminis. Accept others as they are this week. Accept the situation exactly as it is and become content. You are accepting yourself exactly as you are. And you're letting people know this week, this is who I am. Accept me or don't accept me. Okay? You are starting to see people for who they are, accepting them for what they are. And if you can rock with them, you will. But if you need to break free, drop the burden, let them go with the flow, let them out of your life, release them because they're the parasite, then you have no problem in doing that. You are accepting the situation as it is, working on yourself, and planning for the future. There you go, Geminis. That is your weekly tea. It is on fire this week because the veil is lifting. We are a spooky week, Halloween. So happy Halloween. and may you have a blessed week ahead, Gemmies. Cancer, my little crabs. Welcome, Cancer, to your weekly tea. I'm your Reader the Gem Star, here to spill this week's tea with you guys. Cancerians, make sure to be subscribed and have your notification bells on. We are giving that message to every sign of the zodiac this week because we have a special Halloween message live coming this week, and we don't want you to miss it. We want you to be there with us live as we spill the Halloween tea and we lift the veil. Let's see what's going on this week. All right, woo, 5 of Swords. Tricky energy to start this week, Cancerians. Oh my, pick your battles wisely. It is time to pick your battles wisely. All right, Cancerians, woo, a lot of air. A lot of air. Okay, there can be arguments and confrontations, discussions, meetings going on in career, work, and finance. You may be interacting with air signs this week. Geminis, Libras, Aquarius, or you may be dealing with legal situations, financial situations, contracts, documents, any legal paperwork or legalities or court situations going on this week. You can be suing someone for money, or someone can be paying you money they owe you this week. There has been something very tricky that you've been having to deal with when it comes to finances. And this is the week where things are coming to a head. We see that some Cancerians this week will soon be moving on and leaving behind what currently they know. So you may be leaving a job. You may be retiring from a job. You may be getting fired from a job, or you may be just deciding to quit, or you start looking for a new job this week. But for Cancerians, you will be leaving behind a job, a person, place. We see that Cancerians will be relocating. Cancerians will be starting new jobs. You may be starting a second job because you're unhappy with the current job and you're trying to, slowly come out of that. Or it may happen, all at once, all of a sudden, where you get fired and now you got to go look for a job. But whatever is occurring this week needs to occur, okay? Ending that week with that 10, the final, okay? You can be stuck in your head this week, going back and forth, what to do. You may be talking to lawyers, to counselors. You may be talking to someone in the legal field, getting advice. You may be speaking to bosses this week, heads of company this week. You may be making a speech. Or you're having to make a speech this week, and so you're in your head, you're thinking about what to say, you're getting your receipts, you're getting your facts, you're getting everything in order, or you're being asked to get everything in order. If you have a meeting this week, if you're dealing with something legal this week, if you're talking to an attorney this week, or you're dealing with a banker this week, or you're renegotiating something, you can be in negotiations and you have to get everything in order. Have facts, have proof, have a plan, okay? Have a plan, have a business plan, have a backup plan. Because if you plan well, okay? If you plan well, then what's ahead is successful. But you need to plan now, okay? You need to come up with a plan now. You just can't sit and wait. You have to look for the information, or you have to put some paperwork in order. If you are quitting a job, retiring, if you're leaving a place of employment, or you're leaving a roommate type of situation, you're leaving a place where you're cohabitating with someone, then we see that stability will return to you after you move away from this person or from this place or environment, as it has been affecting your health. Okay, so if your job work environment is affecting your health, you want to get out of there, because there's a lot of trouble, a lot of drama, a lot of chaos, a lot of backstabbing. Okay, a lot of people playing dirty in the workplace. It may be, a low down, dirty workplace where you are dealing with people who are entitled, or people who are in their ego, people who are on power trips, people who like to sabotage, backstab, throw people under the bus. It's very toxic environment where people are just stabbing each other in the back. You don't know who to trust, you don't know who to turn to, or you don't have anybody to trust or anybody to turn to when it comes to business work, finance, love. Even in your family, you feel like you being betrayed, or a friend is betraying you, or your co-workers are betraying you. But if you are in this type of energy, we see you getting out of it and healing from it, or focusing on your healing. Stopping and looking at the situation that you're in and telling yourselves, Cancer, this is unhealthy for me. Okay, this is toxic. Nobody should work in an environment like this. Nobody should put up with a relationship like this. Nobody should be in a friendship like this. Take your own advice. Take your own advice. Look at your situation. Because there is someone here on the work front who is treacherous, okay, who's malicious, who is cruel, who always betrays their friends. Oh yeah, they will be quick to throw you under the bus if that means they can get your job, your money, your position, your man, your success. If they can ruin your reputation and make themselves look good, they will do it. Okay, this is somebody who likes to set you up for failure, who likes to sabotage you, who likes to say, oh, you know what, Cancer? Yeah, fine, go ahead, do that. And after they say, oh yeah, go ahead, do that, they go around saying, oh, you saw what Cancer did? You saw Cancer? So that's why it's saying, you better have your receipts. You better have proof. You better have evidence on this person who is spreading malicious gossip and trying to take you down. Okay? Whether on the work front or in your group of friends. Someone cold-hearted, a bachelor, a bachelorette, someone divorced, someone whose relationships are always failing because they're always cheating, lying, and betraying their partners. Okay? Somebody here is using you to gain a position, to gain something at work, to make you look bad, okay, to throw you under the bus. It's like, Cancer, if you're popular and people trust you, your bosses, the supervisors, the managers, they all trust you, they all look to you, you're trustworthy, you're loyal, you're hardworking, and so you're in a good light with them. Somebody is trying to ruin your reputation. Someone is trying to come between you and your job. They're trying to get you fired. They're trying to get you demoted. They're trying to stop a promotion, a raise, because good fortune is destined for you. And this person probably knows that you are on the come up. And so they want to sabotage you. Like, no, you shouldn't give that person a raise because they don't work, they don't do this, they don't do that. This is what they do, this is what they do. Okay? They trying to ruin your reputation, defame you, throw you under the bus, set you up for failure, sabotage you. And because you don't want to be in this type of toxic environment, you may just decide, you know, the hell with this place. I'll get a job elsewhere. Because even if I get promoted or I get a raise, I still have to deal with these toxic people. So to you, you may, you know, just get up and leave. Others of you, you know, you need to defend yourself. Defend yourself against somebody who is trying to ruin your reputation at work and trying to cost you your job, or trying to make you look bad to make themselves look good. There's somebody that needs to confess and come clean. Again, that's confirmation. That is confirmation, Cancerians, that you're going to have to make somebody come clean because somebody is talking crap about you. So you need to choose your battles wisely. Don't confront this person, especially if it's on the work front. Don't confront this person. Report them. As we said, you may be dealing with legalities this week. You may have to report a co-worker, report a boss, report somebody on a power trip, report somebody gossiping and defaming your character. Okay? Report them. That's what you gotta do. Report them and have evidence. Have witnesses and evidence. Make this person come clean. All right? And it's somebody who has a grudge against you. Somebody has a grudge against you, constantly on the attack. They're a dog with a bone, Cancer. They just won't let it go. It's like you won, so now they gotta hate on you. Okay? You're moving up the ladder of success, and they gotta shut up and eat it. And they're just saying cruel things, doing mean things to you. You need to report it. Report them. They're nothing but bullies. People who are entitled. People who are on a power trip. People who are greedy. People who are in their ego. Okay? You are in a very harsh condition, a very toxic environment where people are doing each other dirty, where people are talking bad about each other, where people are setting each other up. There is no friends here. This is all wolves on wolves, okay? Wolves on wolves. Don't you be the sheep. This is a week to reinvent yourselves. A week of transformation. A transformation is going to take place, and you are going to enjoy a new lease on life. Avoid confrontations, because this is what this boss wants or this co-worker wants, because they want to find a way to remove you, to get you fired. It's best that you either leave or you go to HR and report this person. But don't confront this person. Don't feed into it. Don't reply to what they're saying. Ignore them. Ignore them. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for an excuse to get you fired. It's best to take note of what they're saying, of what they're doing, and report it. Report it. You're dealing with bullies. You're in an environment where it's nothing but bullies. Okay, Cancerians? And because you're kind, because you're loyal, because you're a nurturer, because you're a lover and not a fighter, they don't know that deep down inside of the crab, that crab has a hard shell for a reason. Because it protects the niceness, the kindness, the generosity inside. And now you're going to see Cancerian in action. You're going to see why Cancer has that hard shell. Because in times of war, because this is all out war, people defaming your character, people coming for you, people wanting to get you fired, do you dirty. Okay, people, a lot of chiefs and no Indians. Everybody want to be the boss. Everybody think that they big and bad in this situation. And they're like, oh, let's poo-poo on Cancer because Cancer is nice. Cancer won't speak up. Cancer is going to put up with the abuse. Well, hell to the no. Cancer is not going to put up with no abuse this week. If they got to quit or if they got to report you, if they got to get some receipts and evidence on your bullying, they will. Okay? Don't sleep on Cancer. Don't you dare sleep on Cancer. Cancer has those claws, okay? Cancer has those claws. Don't you get pinched. Don't you get pinched. Ooh, are you sending somebody to jail? Is somebody getting pinched? You're telling somebody your harassing and your bullying is against the law. It's against the law, okay? Queen of Swords, that is attorney. That is a judge, attorney, legal counsel. Get legal counsel. Get legal counsel. Or remind somebody this week that they're breaking the law and that you got no qualms in seeking out legal representation if you have to. A final message. Joy. Joy follows the rain, right? Sun follows the rain. There may have been a lot of clouds, but there's some joy coming your way. You can choose to feel happy or sad this week, Cancer, but joy is alive within you. Find that place. That's right. They're trying to make you miserable, okay? But don't give them the satisfaction, Spirit says. Oh, hell to the no. Don't give them the satisfaction. Don't let them see you break. Don't let them see you get scared. Don't let them see you cry. Don't let them see you blink. Don't let them see you wince. Let them see the strong Cancerian you are. The Cancerian that you cannot mess around with. The Cancerian that will pinch you if you take advantage of them. Especially if you're trying to ruin their reputation and trying to get them fired. Okay? This is big mom, big dad energy. Cancerians, they take care of the family. If in any way, means, form, you try to come for the security of the family, then Mama Bear and Papa Bear will wake up and Cancer will take action. This is a week to reinvent yourselves. Start a new lease on life. A new job, a new location, a whole new situation. Because this one is damn toxic. Okay? This Shiite right here is biohazard. Okay? This is biohazard. That's why it's saying don't feed into it. It's best you walk away. Take a break. Go to lunch. All right? Walk away from the situation. Quit. Talk to HR. But don't engage. Don't engage with these troublemakers. That's what they want. They want a reaction. And you haven't been giving it to them. And they're mad. That has been your weekly tea, my little crabs. Until we sip tea again, be well, be blessed, and have a spectacular week. Ciao. Leos, my kings and queens of the jungle. My lion and lionesses, you are tuned in to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle reader, the Gem Star, here to tip Leo's kettle and spill Leo's weekly tea. Leos, this week, I'm reminding everyone, be subscribed, have your notification bells on, as we will be doing a live Halloween message. We're going to be lifting the veil for our Halloween messages. So we're asking everybody, make sure to have your notification bells on if you're already subscribed. And if you're not subscribed, then welcome and please do subscribe. Join our sacred space. Have fun with us in the tea room. Let's spill the tea For Leos, lion and lionesses. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's too many. Come on, Leos. Woo, Leos, the truth be told. The truth is coming out. The truth is unraveling. This is going to be a time of significant change for Leo. One thing will come to an end in order to make room for something else. A relationship is ending, a friendship is ending, a connection is ending, a job is ending, a way of thinking, a way of living, a way of being, something, it is ending. And it is because you are clear on the truth. And you are clear on where you want to go and how you want to move. There is a loss of a friend or a significant person in your life this week due to a disagreement or a problem. That is confirming your first message with the Ace of Swords. That you're going to have to make room for new people, new love, new situations, new dynamics in your life, because an ending is coming with a loss of a friend, a loss of a significant person, place, or thing. Due to a misunderstanding, disagreement, or problem you've been having with someone where you can't see eye to eye, or you guys can't come to an agreement, where it is a blow to the egos, a war of words, a war of the mind. Okay, it is like a war of words, mind games going on. And the truth is coming out this week, okay? The masks are falling off this week. And the truth is being revealed about a friend or a situation where the end is here, is near. And you are being asked to continue to move forward. Don't look back. Don't look back. Don't be afraid of change. That's the only thing consistent in life is change. If you don't change with the times, you stay behind, right? If you don't go with the flow and you go against the grain, you go against the flow, you can be taken in the undertow. So this week, whatever has to be let go of, to be released, let it go, let it go, let it flow. All right? Some Leos are dealing with water signs or a very delicate situation where emotions, are involved. You may be dealing with water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Check out the Cancer reading because, Cancer seems to be having a similar energy going on with betrayal and backstabbing and going to blows verbally, people defaming their character, people attacking them, stealing from them. This is the energy you've got to watch out for, Leos. You can be a Cancer Leo cusp as well. But you guys may be dealing with a sticky situation this week ahead. You may be dealing with air signs as well. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And you may get into a confrontation or come head to head with this air sign this week, Leos. Because of a problem, because of a misunderstanding, because of a disagreement. If this is on the work front, there's a disagreement, a misunderstanding, a problem going on that can lead to a confrontation and somebody getting fired, somebody quitting, somebody leaving, or somebody doing somebody dirty. In relationships, someone can be gaslighting, manipulating, being, cheating, stealing from you, abusing you, using you, and you're ending that connection, relationship. That's like waking up and realizing you with a gold digger and you're like, oh hell no, gotta go, right? Or you're dealing with someone promiscuous, a cheater, or someone who is always causing you drama or problems, loss of friends and family, and you're like, oh no, I got to get you out of my life. You got to get out because you're causing me too much loss. So this week, you're cutting away from something that is causing you or has caused you a lot of loss and a lot of peace of mind. You're like up at night, worried about this problem, this person, or this issue, and what they're going to do next. Okay? And it is stressing you out. Stressing you out. Oof. You may be dealing with Cancer. There are lawyers, court, legal mediations occurring this week. Or you may be dealing with authority, speaking to the owner of a company, your boss, your supervisor, your manager, and having to clear up a misunderstanding or a problem you're having with another co-worker, if this is on the work front. Because if you don't deal with this, it can become a legal problem. Especially if you get into a verbal confrontation or a physical confrontation with this person. You know, going to blows at work. And having the police call, now you get fired, now you got to go to court, now you got to deal with the police, now you got to deal with court. Or you may be reporting someone to HR. You may be seeking legal counsel about a certain situation at work, with a company, with a boss, with a co-worker. Something is dirty, something is unfair. You can get yourselves into a legal problem. So make sure you have your evidence, your receipts, your emails, your texts, anything that can prove that, you know, this person is causing you problems. Or, you know, they can have proofs or evidence that you're causing them problems, Leo. You know, if you're the bully in this situation, then somebody is going to stand up for themselves. And that can cause you legal problems. And vice versa. If somebody's bullying you, if somebody's antagonizing you, if somebody's making your life a living hell, then you may be seeking legal counsel this week. If this is in love and relationships, and you're dealing with a lover who is not telling you the truth, who's always keeping secrets, who's doing shadiness, who's doing things behind your back, they're going to be exposed this week. And you are ending a connection. You're ending a relationship, a friendship, a job situation, or you're clearing something up. You're putting an end to something so that you can move forward. This has been taking too much of your time, your energy. It's frustrating. It's giving you a headache, a migraine. Oh my God. Woo, Leos. It's like enough is enough. The lion is about to roar. You know, Leos, the problem here, the disagreement, the problem, or the misunderstanding that is occurring this week is all because somebody feels like they are being taken for granted. Someone here is feeling like they are being treated like a slave. There's some slave labor going on here, or somebody's being treated less than on the work front. Is being treated like a slave, is being taken for granted, is being unappreciated, and somebody here is going to HR and reporting it. Somebody is being done dirty. Somebody is having all the dirty work thrown on them while everybody else is sitting back, eating bonbons, watching the news, watching their soap operas, being online, chit-chatting, talking on their phone, being on their TikTok and their Instagram while you're working hard. Other people are just sliding by and getting by while all the dirty work is being thrown at you on your desk, and you get no help, no assistance, no backing, and you are tired of this. This is abuse to you. This is slave labor. Slave labor. You get no help, no assistance, but they want you to be performing at your very best. And if you fail, they will not hesitate to throw you under the bus. If you fall behind. If you make a mistake, if you forget something, somebody will use that to set you up, to get you written up, to get you fired, to ruin your reputation. But this week, my lion and lionesses, is a week where you are fed up. You are fed up with being fed up. You are fed up with being used and abused. You are fed up with getting mistreated, whether this is in love, whether this is at work. You are about to call the cops, seek legal counsel, get an attorney, take somebody to court. You are about to show someone that when you poke the lion, when you go into the jungle and you don't know how to hunt, the lion is always watching, ready to pounce, ready to get its pound of flesh. Woo, Leos, you are about to get your pound of flesh. You have an ally who is on your side, okay? So you have someone that is going to help you, whether that is an attorney, whether that is a friend who will back you up, whether that is another co-worker that will defend you and back you up when you go to HR and you make this claim. You're going to have an ally on your side because you are getting used and abused and you're not getting paid. All right? And this is just toxic and disrespectful. Someone in a love relationship or in a work situation is being real toxic, real disrespectful, a outright bully, entitled, on a power trip, really nasty, making nasty comments, taking, digs, backhanded compliments, sabotage, abusing someone, throwing all their responsibility and their work on other employers or other employees, other co-workers. And enough is enough. Leos, it's like either you give me the help or you're going to get sued or you're going to hear me roar. Oh, Leos. Oh, lions. There it is. Nature. Interact with nature in the outdoors, around animals, farmlands, or by the ocean. This will be good for your soul and for your healing. Drink plenty of water. Take your sea salt baths if you can't get to the ocean. Make sure you take your salt baths, your Epsom salt baths, okay, your bombs, your bath bombs. But this is a week to find time to relax, to let go of the stress, to let go of this mind game, okay? There's a lot of mind games going on here. Like, ooh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, sucker. But you know what? Whoever is aiming to bring you down, either they go down with you, Leos. Either they go down with you, or it's gonna be like the ultimate takedown. It's like you don't come for Leos. You should have known better than to try a Leo, all right? Leos are relentless. Leos are stubborn. When you're the target, oh, they'll chase you down until they get you down. Knock you out with that big old paw of theirs. They're going to take you into the jungle. Into the jungle. Peace. All you want is peace this week, Leos. This is how you want to be, baby. That's how you want to be. That's the Leo's energy. Like, in my big old bed, without a care or worry in the world. Yeah, because my God, you begin with 7 of Swords, Ace of Swords, frazzled, okay, under attack. Disagreements, misunderstandings, losing your friends, losing your reputation, losing out on certain things because of other people. All right, that's one message. Or you could be being used and abused, worked to the bone, worked to death. And, even working overtime and not getting paid for it. Being on call 24/7, not getting paid for it. Doing things out of your job title and not getting paid for it. Or continuously having work piled on you and you're not given help or assistance or the means to handle all this traffic of work that's coming through. You need a vacation. You need a break. You need some peace. Spirit was saying, right? Go to the ocean. Go fishing. Go sailing. Or take a boat ride. Sit by a lake, a river. Take sea salt baths, light candles. Do aromatherapy. But you need a time to relax. To relax. If you can go to a spa, go to a spa. Turn everything off and play some meditative music for at least 10-15 minutes if you can find it, Leos, because you really need it. This week, in every situation, let your goal be peace. Right? There's people arguing, fighting, being nasty, attacking each other. And maybe you get to play the mediator this week. Maybe you get to be that lawyer. Maybe you get to be that mediator where you bring peace to a situation or an end to a situation. Or you finally cut yourself free from someone who's been taking you for granted. Practice peace this week and make your week smooth and easy. Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't get dragged into problems and situations unnecessarily or confrontations unnecessarily. Try to clear up any misunderstandings as they pop up this week, okay? It's best to try to deal with things peacefully. Arguing, playing dirty, being aggressive is not going to end well. That has been your weekly tea until we sit tea again. Be well, stay blessed. Namaste and ciao. Virgos, my practical, perfectionist, hardworking ones of the Zodiac. Virgos, what you got going on this week? Welcome to Kettle Messages Tarot. Weekly tea. I'm your oracle reader, the Gem Star, here to spill the weekly tea for my beautiful Virgos out there. Virgos, I am just reminding everyone to be subscribed, have their notification bells on, especially this week as it is spooky week, Halloween week, and we are giving everyone some special Halloween messages as we lift the veils live. Now let's see what is playing out in this week's tea for my Virgos. Okay, Virgos, pay attention to your diet, pay attention to your health. Oh my. Have you been overdoing it recently, Virgos? Have you been drinking, smoking, eating too much, being lethargic, being lazy, putting everything to the back burner, not going to the doctor? What have you been overdoing recently, lately, that is affecting your health? And if you already have a health condition, Virgos, pay attention because you're making it worse by not taking care of yourselves. This is a week to pay attention to what you eat, to what you drink, to your nutrition, to your vitamins, to getting plenty of exercise, okay? You may not be feeling up to it. You may not be inspired or motivated. There's a lack of energy, a lack of enthusiasm, a lack of excitement. You're feeling dull. You're feeling the blahs. You're feeling the blahs. And yes, the blahs never encourage anybody to go and work out. But Spirit is saying, you want to get rid of the blahs? You want to get rid of the dullness? You want to get rid of this routine that you got going on? Homework, TV. If you want to get rid of this, then go out. Spend time outdoors. Join a gym. Join a class. Do something different. Take up a hobby. But there's a need this week to get active, okay? To get active. And to stop being codependent. Don't wait for someone to inspire you. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for inspiration. Don't wait for a knock on the door. Don't wait for an invitation. Okay? Motivate yourself. This week is about self-motivation. Motivate yourself to go to school. Motivate yourself to work out. Motivate yourself to eat healthy. Motivate yourself to stay in motion, in movement, moving forward. Take your breaks. Take your breaks, but don't rest on your laurels. Take a break, but don't fall asleep. Also, Virgos, you have to watch out for offers that come your way this week because there will be strings attached. It's like something sounds like a good deal or a good investment or a good opportunity, but you're not seeing the full picture, all right? You're not looking in your crystal ball, Virgos, and looking ahead on how this situation can turn out badly, or there can be some obstacles or difficulties. It's like it sounds real good, but you have to know the pitfalls, the downfalls, the possible risks. Okay? Something sounds too good to be true, then it is too good to be true. Everything that glitters isn't gold. You're gonna have to investigate, look a little deeper, because there's strings attached to an offer that you've accepted or that is being offered to you this week that you are thinking of accepting. For some of you, you're starting a new relationship, a friend want to take a connection to the next level, or you've met somebody new and they're all lovey-dovey, love bombing you. Yes, it feels good, it looks good, it smells good, Virgos. But this person, if you try to have your own life, if you try to hang with your friends, if you try to spend time with your family alone, if you have to work overtime, if you're working on a business, if you got to do something that doesn't include them, they will become obsessive, possessive, jealous, angry, confrontational, okay? Be careful that somebody here is not being authentic. Okay? They're putting on a mask like, I'm a good person, I'm a good guy, I'm a good girl, nothing upsets me, I'm very open, I'm very flexible, I cooperate, I work with my partners, I work with my friends. And it's not so. Somebody here gets very jealous if you move away, if you give attention to other people, if you invest in other connections, in other relationships, if you start investing in something for yourself, whether that's a business, whether that's a hobby, whatever takes your attention, your time, your focus, your energy, your resources off of this person, they go on the attack. They go on the attack. At this time, you may be breaking free from someone because they've become either a financial burden or they stressing you out. It's just the connection or something here is boring you to death. Feeling trapped, feeling like someone, because they depend on you, they hold on to you tighter. Somebody here doesn't want to let you go. You're trying to say goodbye to something this week, Virgos, and you will see the nasty come out of someone who at one time was very loving, caring. All of a sudden, they get nasty, but it's because they mad, they sad that you're leaving, that you're going. They might say something mean or cruel or insensitive as you leave. Know that if you are leaving something, someone, a situation behind, and this person goes on the attack or gets in their feelings or says something negative or makes you feel bad in any way, that it is because they are feeling sad, they are feeling jealous, they are feeling lost and broken without you, like you abandoning them. And you're telling them, hey, I'm not abandoning you, I'll visit you, but I can't stay here because, you know, I got bills to pay, or I got my security to think about, I got my stability to think about, I got my studies to think about, I have my relationship to think about. It's like you have other priorities. And because you have plans for the future, plans for your life, you're doing something for you this week, it is heartbreaking to somebody else. And so they may, you know, be in their feelings this week and say something not so nice. But you see, everything is forgiven in the end. It's like you understand why they said what they said or why they're doing what they're doing this week. Even though you don't like it, even though it was hurtful, you're willing to forgive and give this person a pass because you're going in different directions. You're at a crossroads. I feel the energy of a crossroads. So you're going towards something that you really want or you need at this time or that needs your attention. And so you got to take a break or leave somebody else behind at this time. It's not that you're forgetting them. It's not that you're abandoning them, but you physically have to create space between you and them. They have become dependent on you, especially emotionally. They've become very dependent on you. You could be dealing with water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpios this week. Or you can be dealing with other earth signs, okay, that don't like change. They don't want you to change, you know, the situation that is going on right now. They want you there. So you may be dealing with a Capricorn, another Virgo, like yourself, or a Taurus. And they don't want to see you go. I hear, please don't go. Don't go. Virgo, don't go away. No, they don't want you to go. Ooh, you get 2 Virgos. Let's see what it's about. Challenges. That's a challenge this week as you say goodbye to people, places, and things that, you know, you've invested much in physically, emotionally, financially. The challenges this week ask you to take a time out from problems or conflicts or approach slowly to avoid making matters worse. As we said, it's like you're giving somebody a pass. You don't want to make things worse. So you're avoiding, you know, a confrontation or a conflict or a problem. This can be you getting yourselves out of challenges, out of problems, out of conflicts this week with difficult people. And you don't want to make a situation worse than what it already is. You just want to cut ties on good terms and walk away. Whether this is friends, family, work, you just want to cut ties, clean the slate, end things on good terms. That's a Virgo thing. And keep it moving because you got other commitments. Okay? That's confirmation, Virgos. You have other commitments to yourself, to other things, to other people. And you can't be held back because somebody is codependent on you. People have to grow up and deal with their own things and their own life the way you are about to this week. A commitment is indicated around love or business this week, and it will make you feel better. The changes you're making this week are taking you to a better place, a better environment, with better people, where you feel love, where you feel you love that person or that place loves you, makes you feel comfortable, welcomes you, is nurturing for you, is healing for you. So you coming out of a sad, toxic, draining environment, group of people or situations, and committing yourselves to a better life. And people will get left behind. You know, you outgrowing people, places, and things. You're making big changes for your life. You're thinking of your health. You're thinking of yourself, right? All this drama could have caused a lot of health issues for you. And for your own health, you are moving forward. You are breaking free. All right, some of you are leaving for education, okay? You're going to study abroad, or you're moving to another city, another state, or you are just having a lot of life lessons at this time. You know, the universe is educating you. Relationships, life is educating you. And now you're taking what you've learned and what you've gained through your knowledge and your wisdom and your education and moving forward. This week, every situation is your classroom. Bam! Question, read, and absorb new information. Great benefits follow. The changes you make this week, Virgos, will bring great benefit to you. Great benefit, great changes, making you feel better, making you feel loved, making you feel nurtured, making you feel well taken care of. And that either comes from others, from your environment, or you just finally loving yourself. Loving yourself, taking care of yourself, taking care of yourselves, giving yourselves education, right? Taking care of your education, taking care of your health, taking care of your love life, taking care of the direction of where your life is going to, and not allowing people's emotional blackmail or guilt trips hold you back. That has been your weekly tea, Virgos, for this spooky week ahead. We hope you enjoy it. If you did, be subscribed, hit that like button, and put your notification bells on. Don't miss when we lift the veil and give out those Halloween messages. Ciao. Libra, my scales of justice. All right, laying down the law and laying down the justice with Libra this week ahead. Libra, we're reminding everyone to make sure that they are subscribed, that they have their notification bells on, because we don't want you to miss the Halloween event when we go live, lift the veil, and give everyone Halloween messages. So let's spill the weekly tea for the scales of justice. And in this weekly tea, we're going to have a bonus message for Libra. We apologize, Libra. We realize that we missed you in the weekend tea. We missed your sign in the weekend tea. So we'll give you a special bonus message for this week's tea. Making up for that, you know, the weekend message we missed. Okay, let's begin with scales of justice. Let's tip Libra's kettle and let's spill Libra's tea. Are you laying down the law and laying down the justice this week ahead? Living in a fantasy, the own little fantasy world. Someone is living in a fantasy, Libra. Who is it? You or them? Who's confused? Who needs a reality check this week? Who needs a reality check this week, Libra? Because somebody's living in a fantasy, clinging to the past, clinging to the little gumdrops in their head. needing to get real about a situation because they are in denial. Okay, so somebody here is in denial that you are laying down the law, laying down the justice, drawing the line on the sand, and saying to those you live with or work with, something's got to give. Something's got to change. Something is going to change because I am changing the situation. So Libra, there is something that you are changing, whether those are the rules and the laws you have in the household or the circumstances going on in business, work, and career. You are saying things are going to change. Things are going to change in this house. Things are going to change in this relationship. Things are going to change. And somebody thinks that either you're joking, you're not serious, you've said this before, you've done this before, and nothing has changed. Someone is not believing that you are about to change something. Now, you are giving fair warning here, my scales of justice. You're telling them, hey, if you don't want to believe that this situation is going to change, or that I've changed, or I'm changing this, then you're going to have a rude awakening. You're going to get hit with a big reality check this week. Because you might get dumped, you might get kicked out, you might get fired by Libra. Libra may block you. Libra may say they done with you. Libra is making some changes, and somebody here is not taking Libra seriously. My. Libra, you may be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, who doesn't believe the hype. They say you did this before, you've done this before. They're not taking you serious. They're laughing in your face. They're being disrespectful. And this is not going to go down well. This is not sitting well with you. No. It's like you're discussing something with them and they're laughing in your face. You're very serious about what you're doing or what you are about to do, the changes you're making or the changes you're about to make, and somebody's laughing in your face, thinking that you're joking. Okay? They're in denial. They're saying, you know, you've done this before, you've said this before, you're never gonna leave, you're never gonna do this, you're never gonna do that, Libra. You're at a crossroads. They better take you seriously. Oh yeah. This person thinks you're joking around. This person is like, you'll never leave me. And Libra is like, we're at a crossroads, baby love. I will leave this job. I will leave this relationship. I will exit out of this contract. I will exit out of this agreement. I will end this partnership. Now, you've been avoiding this confrontation, or you're being asked not to get into a fight or a confrontation with this person as you try to explain yourself, and you feel like this person is not taking you serious, laughing in your face. Don't get upset by it. Just do what you're going to do. Do what you plan to do. Prove them wrong. Show them that you're serious. Don't get mad. Don't get in their face. Don't get confrontational. Don't get physical. There's no need for that. Absolutely no need for that. Just prove to them that you are not joking, that you are serious. They keep cheating, they keep lying, they keep being in and out, they keep playing games, they keep laughing, they keep thinking that you're going to put up with their shenanigans, their foolery. They think you're going to keep putting up with it because you always have. And you've always given this ultimatum or this threat. But now you at a crossroads and you mean business. Wow, Libra, you mean business. You mean business. Oh yeah, you are bored with this situation. You are done and over with this situation. This old partner or friend is not changing. They keep coming in and out of your life. And they think that they're going to keep doing this, Libra. That they can hit you up whenever they feel like it, whenever they're lonely, no matter if they cheat, no matter if they ghost you, no matter if they don't show up for you. When you call them and you look for them, you show up for them. You always there. And this week, they're going to try to return, doing a comeback, doing the most, once again. Oh, Libra, I'm sorry. Libra, I love you. Libra, I'm going to stay. Libra, I'm committed. Libra, and Libra says, no. No. The situation has changed. Sorry. Maybe you didn't get the memo. I have changed. This situation has changed. This has got to change. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm bored by you now. You are boring me. You are exhausting. This in and out is not acceptable. And if you got pets with them, they want to take the pets too. Okay, Libra? They want to take your cat, your dog, your bird, your lizard, your whatever, your frogs. They want to take your pets. They want to take your money. They want to take your time. They want to use you sexually, mentally, emotionally, physically. They've been draining you for all this time. And they think that you're just going to sit around and wait for them. But lo and behold, when they come around this week, you are done and over with these games. You either commit or get out. Because you can't keep coming in and out of Libra's life. They need stability. They need security. They need someone who's committed to them. They need marriage. They need commitment. They need security and stability. And if you cannot provide that for Libra, then Libra says, you gotta go. Woo-hoo, they gotta go. You laying down the law and laying down the justice, Libra. You is laying down the law, laying down the justice, and I'm loving it. You are done with being bored, with sitting around, waiting for something wonderful. Now, you're not going to be waiting around for that ex no more. You're not going to be waiting around for that partner that comes in and out. You're not going to be listening to the fakery, the false promises, the lies, the manipulation, the gaslighting. You're not going to be putting up with that nonsense no more. If somebody got to go, somebody got to go. There it is. It's poking out. Ooh, perseverance. Haven't you been through it, Libra? You may feel like you're getting nowhere, but there are wonderful changes ahead. Don't give up. Confirmation. Card, the spirit don't lie. Cards don't lie. This is confirmation. Okay? Confirmation that somebody is really living in fantasy world if they think that you are not about to make these changes. Something is different in you. Something has changed in you, in how you feel, in how you see something, in how you feel about something. And up to this point, you have stuck it out. You've persevered. You didn't give up. But this has become too much for you. Waiting alone at home for a call or for them to drop by, reach out to you, invite you out, remember you, or just dealing with this person's shenanigans, their addictions, their promiscuity, their cheating, their lying, they're coming in and out, they're stringing you along, making you false promises. You've been feeling like you've been getting nowhere, but deep down inside, what they have been doing to you, or what you have been going through in a situation where you feel depleted, where you feel bored, where you feel exhausted, that is stirring change within you. Stirring change. And as we said at the beginning, something's got to give, Libra. Oh yeah, and something is about to give. You're about to give somebody the final countdown. You are about to throw the gavel down in the courtroom. Oh, honesty. You about, as we said it, you are about to throw the gavel down in this situation. You are about to get honest with someone. And they don't believe it. They do not believe it. When you finally pick up your bags and leave, when they finally see you in your new place, in your new job, in your new relationship, or just doing your own thing, on your own, single to mingle, Libra, their jaw is going to drop. They are going to cry. They are going to try to go on the attack. They are going to try to lay guilt trips and use emotional blackmail, cry, oh Libra, but I love you. Oh Libra, but this time. And Libra is saying, I've taken enough. I've put up with this situation long enough. I should have left a long time ago. Libra's getting honest. Be honest and speak your truth this week, Libra. Listen to others who speak their truth to you. An honest approach is always the best. Okay? If somebody's being honest with you and saying, Libra, I can't do this anymore with you, this in and out, then they're speaking truth. If you're saying it to someone else this week ahead, then it is you speaking truth. Now, because Libra was left out of the weekend tea, we're giving a bonus for on the weekly tea for my scales of justice, a message, a bonus. For Libra, we apologize for forgetting to give the weekend tea to Libra. So we'll give it to you this week ahead, Libra. Oh, you are being rescued this week from somebody just evil, evil, evil. Yes, this person is evil. They abuse you. They take advantage of your love. They use your love against you. Okay? They come in and out. They don't care about how you feel. It's like, I cheat on you, so what? I don't show up, so what? I let you down, so what? Here's these flowers, shut up. Here's a trip, shut up. Here's a gift, shut up. Or they don't even bring you anything as an apology. They don't even apologize. They just come back. Here I am because I'm hot, because I look good, because we have hot sex. Just shut up, Libra, and take this abuse. Take me back. Open the door. Do what I say. Yes, they've made home hell for you. Whether this is a relative or whether this is a husband, wife, love partner, life partner, they have made home a living hell for you. That's why you're moving out. Or that's why you're kicking them out. Or that's why you're leaving them behind. You are done. You are rescuing yourself. You are rescuing yourself from a literal hell, Libra. Okay? Remember, all your wisdom, all your experiences, everything that you have been through, everything that you have persevered through, everything that you have endured are your life lessons. They are your ammo to move forward, to create change and alchemy in your life. Use this experience that you have gone through with this evil person or wicked situation, toxic situation, and transform it. Make lead into gold. Make yourself a golden gavel this week ahead. You will persevere. You will turn this situation right side up. You will bring justice this week. Justice will be done for Libra. Because Libra, you have been living in a literal hell and you are about to break free. Whether the universe forces you, whether you force yourself, whether this person, does the final evil, okay, that you cannot come back from. And that is done and over with. But you are being protected this week as something that is toxic is removed, so that you can bring balance back into your life. That has been your weekly tea. We wish you a spectacular week ahead. Make sure you're subscribed, you're hitting that like button, you're leaving comments, and you have your notification bells on. Thank you for being part of our sacred space. That has been the weekly tea. Ciao. It's your Rita the Gem Star. Thank you so much for stopping by, sipping some weekly tea with us. Support your content creators. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And to receive your own personal private reading, book it at our website, kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site, in the description box below. May you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao.